All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man, Log TV and Choo Choo, and let's get started with today's video. All right, today I get to show a knife that I've seen a few times before, but I have never reviewed before, and thanks to my buddy Justin over at White Mountain Knives, he sent me this one along. Now, guys, don't forget, this is the KnivesFAST channel. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And at the same time, if you shop over at White Mountain Knives, remember to use code KnivesFAST at checkout, and you will get 10% off and free shipping. KnivesFAST at White Mountain Knives. Thank you so much, Justin, for sending this one along. Now, this is the Kansept Model 6, designed by Nick Swan. And this is stonewashed 154 cm and black G10 3.1 inch blade. Now, this is kind of interesting because this has a lot of similarities to the Kansept Convict. You know, a lot of similarities, but obviously has a bit of a different blade, different handle, and there are many varieties of the Model 6 available. I mean, there's even a Damascus version. There are G10 versions, there are titanium versions, but I chose to check out this nice budget model with G10 and 154 cm for $75. I think this is a pretty fantastic budget-y knife. Now, my budget realm for the KnivesFAST channel is under $100. I get that some of you think 50 or less, so this is a little over for you. But for me, this is a great price for, again, 154 cm and G10 with exposed liners. Now, let's go through. We're going to close it and start where we usually start. You have flat G10 scales with chamfering. You have great grip, and I like the look of the G10. You know, the only thing I've ever said about checkered G10 is it tends to grab stuff, and you can already see where there's, you know, some stuff that gets in there. Not a big deal, though. I mean, if it's a work knife, it's a work knife. Now, you've got a really interesting back spacer on this one. Great design, in my opinion. So there's a notch missing, screw here, and the weight of your back spacer has gone down considerably because there's a huge lanyard loop there that cuts down that. Now, your pocket clip is way out here, and there's a tiny bit sticking out. It is not reversible, which is interesting to me on a budget knife. I think it would be very simple to tap that and to have that that way. Now, but I just think, I don't know what it is about the back spacer with the lanyard. It just gives this knife a really neat look to me. Now, the overall, you guys know I'm big on the overall profile of the knife. The blade does come very close to the end, and this profile is something else. I like the look of it very much. Now, you do have exposed liners. They do, they kind of stay on proud, but not really. They're pretty close to flush there. Silver screws, satin, very nice. Now, you have a very small flipper tab. It is sticking up, but not a lot. You do have some jimping, and it's interesting because you're really only getting the benefit of those last jimp and a half to 2 jimps there. Jimping here as well. All right, so now you do have a hole. So, of course, with the KnivesFAST channel, we always use the hole first. So, bam, very nice detent on this knife. Very well tuned. Let's see what we get with the thumb. Very nice. Does drop to your thumb and straight on down. Now, let's try the flipper tab. So, the way they've kind of got it set up is it looks like they want you to sort of pull back like that with a light switch, you know, like come up on it. And that works really, really well. You can see, let's see, can I fail it? No, I mean, really close. No, I cannot fail it. And you know, you're just catching the corner of that. It's sort of like the low profile flipper on the Tempest Knives Jetstream, which sticks up a little bit more and you get a little more jimp going on your finger, but it's the same concept. You're just getting that corner, you know, and that's kind of what you get. This one sticks up. Come on. This one sticks up. All right. Seriously? There we go. It sticks up, but you know, you're just getting the benefit of the corner of that flipper. So I'm actually really glad that it's not sticking up further, but just bear that in mind. Now, can you push button it? Not really. You can, but not really. It's meant to pull back on. So you kind of got to take the corner of your finger and just sort of put it on the corner of that flipper, and it works pretty well. Again, very nice lock bar access. You do have a chamfer there, really good. Drops down to your thumb, shake it down, no problem whatsoever. Now I do miss that flipper tab every once in a while when I'm just kind of in a hurry. So again, my main opening method for this knife is going to be the hole with that reverse flick, but that's just me. Very cool. Now, guys, as far as grip, this is a 4-finger knife, but I am kind of defined into that hole there. That is where you're supposed to be with this knife, as you can see. And now you can choke up on the flipper tab, and that's actually my favorite grip on this knife. But I am 4 fingers back here. And guys, what I've said so often about this style of grip and kind of the handle rounding back is that it's sort of like, it sort of just locks you in and grips you in very, very much. I like that. But you can choke up. Now, in either way, if you're like this, you do hit that jimping right there, but it's a very small patch of jimping. It is aggressive. It does grab you, but it's not super helpful if you go past it. Now, when I choke up, my grip comes up in this poon right here, and it feels pretty good, and I don't have to have the jimping, but that's up to each of us and what we like. But this, to me, is an unheralded knife. Now, there are a ton of versions. Maybe we'll go over a couple if I get time here in the video, but really, really good. Now, this is a great EDC knife, but it is a very nice worker as well. As I shred this cardboard, it just bites in there. Flat grind, but kind of higher out here. Seems to get thinner. As you can see, it does get thinner towards the tip and feels very slicey and aggressive. I like the way, you know, the shape of it, because it feels like it's thin part of the blade forward, if that makes sense. You do have some belly, which means it's going to do good with a lot of slicing tasks, ropes, and whatever. So I dig that a lot. Now, you do have a good relief on your plunge there. It's good enough where you're going to get several, probably quite a few sharpenings on that before you have an issue. Now, really interesting knife. I tell you what, we'll go ahead and we'll do our comparisons real quick. You know the Rat 1 is going to be bigger. Absolutely is. And you know it's going to be about Rat 2 length here. Yep, very close. Little longer than the Rat 2. Much taller than the Rat 2. But very interesting comparison there. Everybody say hey to Ashlyn.
Hi.
That's it. That's how you get. Hi. And you can say hi to Monty too, the bunny. But yeah, don't do that. But anyway, I know. I mean, it's kind of hard. It's right here. Oh Lord, how are you going to do that? You're going to cut the bunny.
Move the knife.
Don't cut the bunny. Now the review is going to be longer. There he is. Say hi. Oh, he's going to eat that. Don't poop on my tray. All right.
Here.
No, he's going to poop on my tray. Ashley, he's going to jump. He's going to jump.
You go.
All right. You can get him off anytime now. Did he poop on there? No. Okay, good. Holy cow. All right. So there you go, guys. A little surprise guest appearance from Ashlyn and Monty. 7.47 inches overall on this one. 3.1 inch blade length. 0.13 on the blade thickness. But again, it's a high enough grind where it comes down to, look at that, by the way. I didn't even talk about that beautiful shiny stonewash. To me, I really dig that. That is really nice. Plain edge, stonewash finish, G10 handle, 3.01 ounces. And that's because we do have some really nice skeletonization down inside of this one. I like it. We are centered. And, whoops, that was terrible. As far as lockup, you've got, gosh, I want to say that's 50 easily. No lock rock or blade play. You are good to go with this one. Very, very nice. And again, designed by Nick Swan. Now, if I back up for a second, by the way, this one's $75 again, and if you use code KnivesFAST, you get like what, $7.50 off. Now there are several titanium versions with S35 for about $170, $165 to $170. There's a Damascus one for $190. There's a micarta for $76, $79, and that green micarta is beautiful. And guys, there is even a the red, white, and blue fat carbon, the Nebula. Well, no, this is the Chinese fat carbon. You can see it. It's the Chinese red, white, and blue fat carbon. And that one with 20 CV, oh, it's out of stock. But that one's $150. And then again, back down to the G10. And by the way, there's also a orange G10 as well. So really cool. Lots of options on this one. And I just wanted to kind of get, a look at it. Again, sorry this video went a little long, but we had a bunny appearance and everything. So that's good. So guys, definitely check out White Mountain Knives. If you're not subscribed, please do so. And put an @ in front of this on Instagram. And check out @KnivesFAST over on Instagram. Give me a thumbs up. Comment on this knife down below. All the things, like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I thank you so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.